Megan Lee, and welcome to Manga Mondays. It's been a while. 3 months. This camera's bothering me. There we go. I do have a head. Okay, Manga Mondays. Back to Demon Slayer. This is book 6. When we ended, poor Zenitsu was dying, basically. He was dying. And we got to meet, there he is, he's all fixed up. And we got to meet the insect Hashira. She's like a butterfly, but whatever. They call her insect Hashira. She's got the coolest, it's not really a power, it's more, she's just really smart. Like a pharmacologist or something. And she makes a poison that kills demons. So yeah, I guess she would be like considered maybe the weakest of the Hashira, but she's uber smart and also looks very innocent, like she wouldn't hurt a fly, but proves otherwise, obviously. We get to meet Tomioka. He's still very mysterious to me. I want to know more about him because in this one we learn a lot more about insect Hashira. We just meet all the Hashira in general. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really glad they're bringing these characters in because I was starting to find it a little bit monotonous. Not super, super boring, but a little monotonous. Same as in, P.S. I watched the whole show. I watched everything. Musan Train, I watched it all. Nobody warned me. Nobody warned me. Nobody warned me. You can't just introduce Goku. You can't just introduce this new character like that and he's barely It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyway, that was upsetting and I'm not okay. Thanks for asking. These guys were all really interesting, except the only one I didn't like of the Hashira was... Okay, so we met, obviously, Flame Hashira, Rengoku. We have the Sound Hashira, Uzui, forgive me. He's pretty cool, but he's got 3 wives. I don't know. I like his muscles, but he's very kind, but he's got 3 wives. Like, no, sorry, I don't share. And then we have the Love Hashira, who has that whip sword, which I thought that sword was... I thought that sword was not real. I thought it was just like made up for the anime. Y'all, it's a real sword. We're gonna look this up. It's a real sword. Here we go. It is a real sword. Let's look this up. Oh, I was looking it up. I'm looking it up for you guys. Whip sword, Demon Slayer. Okay, Kanroji's whip sword heavily resembles the Yurumai. It is made up of a long and flexible blade, which can be as long as 6 feet, and a handle that allows the user to swing and manipulate the blade in different directions. I did not know this was a real thing. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at that. Look at these dudes. This is crazy. Holy crap. That's so crazy. Obviously, for the anime, they've definitely taken some... What's it called? There's a word. Obviously, I'm losing. It's the same old me. Missing words. Can't find them. English! It's on the tip of my tongue. Not advantages. Whatever. Obviously, those swords, like, she puts her sword into a hilt, right? Those swords, they don't go into a hilt. You gotta wrap that thing up. Actually, I read that they, like, wrap them around them like a belt. They wear it like a belt. So... that's kind of cool. She wouldn't actually be able to put it into a hilt like she does, but it's anime, so we can make it whatever we want. Stone Hashira, he's super emotional. Like, he just cries all the time. He's got a lot of feelings. Then, of course, we have Miss Hashira, Tokido. His story, so interesting. Love it. But we have Tanjiro being dramatic as usual. Oh yes, Serpent Hashira, very mysterious. I mean, he did just come from battle. Now he's trying to explain why he is traveling with a demon, which goes against Demon Slayer core rules, etc., etc. So he's kind of in trouble. We have the Wind Hashira, which I did not like this guy. I found him to be cruel. Yeah, I found him to be very cruel. I mean, he stabs the box, Nezuko in it, right? He stabs the box, then he takes the box in the shadows, opens it, drips his blood over it, like he's trying to force her to give in to her demon instincts, which she doesn't because Nezuko is stronger than that. Everybody's fighting. Tanjiro's going crazy. The master appears. Ta-da! So very mysterious. Honestly, not a lot, especially in this book, but even in the show, as I've watched thus far, we don't really know a lot about him. We know that he's ill, seems to be terminally ill. With what's with the scar? Is that a scar? Is that a burn? Is it from his illness? He's blind. Very mysterious as to who he is, why he is the way he is, how he came to be the master and leader of the Demon Slayer Corps. Tanjiro meets him. They have this big old meeting. They're told to accept Tanjiro and Nezuko, and that's when the Wind Hashira just loses everything and really has to prove to himself and everybody else that Nezuko is not going to be like all the regular demons and give in to her demon ways. And what bothered me at first was that he just let it happen. Like, he just let the Wind Hashira stab the box, stab Nezuko, drip his blood in front of her face. Like, he let all of that happen. And at first I was like, why is he not stepping in? He should step in. He should do something. But at the same time, I understood why he wouldn't. He kind of steps back. He lets people learn from themselves. And also, somehow, that they have to prove that Nezuko is not a danger to them. So it's kind of cruel. I understood why he stood back and kind of let that happen, although I thought it was very cruel of him to do so. In the end, everything turns out fine. They go to the Butterfly Mansion and we get a lot of training and a lot of whiny Zenitsu. And actually, Inosuke, he got whiny and he gave up. Like, they both gave up training for a while. So Tanjiro keeps up with his training, masters the training, and then proves to Zenitsu and Inosuke that it can be done, right? For a while there, I was very annoyed with them both. You gotta learn what motivates people. They found out that what motivates Zenitsu, of course, is girls. Well, there's no girls there, but he's motivated by the women's. And Inosuke, you just have to use reverse psychology on him. Tell him he wouldn't be able to do it, and then he will do it. So, women and reverse psychology. What works best for you as motivation? Look how innocent she looks, but she's a trained killer. I really like her sword. It's pretty. Look how pretty that is. Poison-tipped sword, y'all. So yeah, there wasn't a lot of action in this one, but we got a lot of the training, a lot of growth of the characters. We are introduced to Hashira, and we are also introduced to, we get to see Muzan again, looking like a woman of the night. That's a disguise. The lower 6, spoilers, 5 of whom he just kills, because what the heck. I also learned, which I didn't realize, the demons in the lower ranks only have a number engraved in one eye, and the demons in the upper ranks have the number engraved in both eyes. Muzan Kibitsuji, which I think most of you probably know this, he can read the thoughts of those to whom he has given his blood. Makes sense. If he can see them, he can read their minds. The further away they are, the less clearly he can read them, but he can always discern their location, which is very dangerous because now Nezuko has been to Butterfly Mansion. She has been to the Demon Slayer Corps. Words. Hello, Megan. Words. Demon Slayer Corps headquarters. She's been to the Demon Slayer Corps headquarters. So if it wasn't for Tamayo and Nezuko's efforts to remove his curse, he would be able to find Nezuko. So craziness. But yeah, basically lots of blood and guts and a crazy, crazy demon who is a complete brown noser and just purely evil enough to stay alive so that Muzan gives him even higher of a blood transfusion. He, she, it. So that's going to be one powerful demon who also now knows exactly who he's supposed to be looking for because he can see Tanjiro because of Muzan's memories. Anyway, so not super fast paced, a lot of good information, filler stuff that you kind of need to know so that we can carry on the story. All in all, really good, and I'm really, really glad they're bringing the Hashira in here because it is just more characters, more backstory, and I'm honestly finding, from watching the show, I find them more interesting than the main characters, Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, even Nezuko. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you find Hashira more interesting, or are you more into like the main gang? Who's your favorites? Anyway, thank you for watching. This is going to release on Monday, so by then, hopefully you'll have seen my live stream. If you missed that live stream, go watch it now. I don't know what's going to happen. Crazy shenanigans, probably. See y'all later.